Eden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats, and fans have been pouring into the gates, and they are ready for this clash to get started. Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here, football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on another team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense comes onto the field first today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Bobcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 45, on his way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to pass. It's Pine. They go to the wide receiver screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. And some room to work. Gets it past the marker. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And here comes the offense on second down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. And they can't make the connection. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Creates a little room. Wide open spaces. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. The Falcons line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Pine. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McMillan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Looking for a man. It's Pine. Catch in the middle. It's Hogan. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Bowling Green. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Oh, they're after him.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulled down for the tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Calls his own number. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
And the Falcons will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run play action. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Dropping back, it's Pine. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. To the air on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stripped it out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following on it for a massive fumble recovery.
This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got a chance. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Navarro. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Good right down the boulevard. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gonna run it. It's McMillan. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun to give, looking for room. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Quarterback on the keeper. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Kick is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hendricks. He's loose. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for a man, it's Navarro. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. And the Bobcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got his man. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. The snap sets up the throw. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to throw. It's Pine. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. With the ball spotted outside the 35, the holder will kneel and give his kicker a shot from 53 yards out and a chance to win. Field goal is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.